Good morning, my dear FK students. Today I am going to discuss the company accounts, that is issue of shares. This is a day 2 assignment explanation. Okay, now how the company can issue the shares. So shares can be issued in any one of the two ways. That is shares can be issued for cash, that is by public subscription of shares, or for consideration other than cash. So generally the first aspect we are going to discuss, that is if the company issuing the shares for cash, that is by public subscription of shares. First we can issue the prospectus. Along with the prospectus we can attach the share application form. So in that after receipt of the prospectus, you can detach the share application form. So you can fill the all details in the share application form. Along with the share application form, you can pay the application money to the company. Then after that, we can see the whether we received the minimum subscription or not. If the company received the minimum subscription, then the company allot the shares. So minimum subscription amount as per Companies Act, so that is the amount which can be decided by the directors of the company. So but as per SEBI guidelines, minimum subscription means 90% of the issue must be received as a minimum subscription. If the minimum subscription is not received by the company, it can be refunded within 15 days. So if the company fails to repay within 15 days, then they need to pay interest of 15% also per annum. So yes, that means after receipt of the minimum subscription, the company allot the securities. Okay. So after making the allotment, whenever it is required, the company can call the call money. So the call money, it can be either first call, second call and final call also. So generally, if you are issuing the shares for cash, so what are the entries will be arise. So that is first thing, on receipt of the application money, what is the entry? These are the very important. These are the journal entries, because in examinations, so they are asking only journal entries. Majorly, many times they asked journal entries only. So this is very important for entire chapter, these entries. Now when the company receives the share application money, what is the entry? Okay, first point. So receipt of the application money. Okay, bank account to debtor to share application account. Because first we received the money from the subscribers, so that is why bank account debtor to share application money, share application account. So then this share application money belongs to share capital, because it's a part of the share capital. So we need to transfer to share capital. So share application account to debtor to share capital. So suppose we received excess application money. Suppose we are not making the adjustment with the allotment, we are refund it to the shareholders, that is applicants. So what is the entry when we are refunding the excess application money? So the entry is share application account to debtor to bank. The next, what are the entries for allotment? In case of allotment, that is, whenever we are making the allotment of the shares, we can send a letter to the applicant, that is a share allotment letter. So in that we can mention the how much amount allotment money they need to make the payment. So for that, first we need to write the due entry. So after making the allotment, so what is the entry regarding the allotment money is due? So the entry is share allotment account debtor to share capital. So after receipt of the allotment money, that is bank account debtor to share allotment account. So the next one is entry for first call. What is the entry? share first call account debtor to share capital. Then when we receive that is due entry, then receipt entry, so bank account debtor to share first call account. In case of second and final call, what is the entry? First due entry. So equity share second and final call account debtor to share capital. When we are receiving the money, so bank account debtor to equity share first and final call account. So these are the entries we can be made. And generally how the shares can be issued. So the shares can be issued either at par or at premium. Okay. So when we are issuing the shares at par, what does it mean? Par means we are issuing the shares exactly to the extent of the face value of the share. Suppose face value of the share is 10 rupees. We are issuing to the public 10 rupees only. So that is par value. That means what extent face value of the share is there, to that extent only we are issuing to the public. So that is par. That is shares are issued at a par. So then generally shares can be issued at a premium also. So premium means what? So when a company issuing the shares over and above the face value of the share, what extent over and above the value of the shares are issued, to that extent it is called securities premium. So that it must be transferred to securities premium reserve account. So suppose face value of the share is say 15 rupees, but we are issuing to the public say 20 rupees. So face value is 15 rupees, but we are issuing at a 20 rupees. So that means we are issuing excess of 5 rupees in addition to the face value. So that excess 5 rupees, that is over and above the face value, whatever is there, that is called securities premium. Okay. So securities premium. So this securities premium, utilization of security premium, already I explained in financial statements of companies. Okay. So how can you make the entries when a company issuing the shares at a premium? Okay, suppose if the securities premium received at the time of making the application itself, what is the entry? Bank account debtor to share application, then share application account to debtor to share capital to securities premium. Suppose we are receiving the securities premium at the time of allotment. So that is a share allotment account to debtor to share capital to securities premium. That means securities premium you need to disclose separately, because it should not be clubbed with the share capital, because securities premium we need to disclose in the reserves and surplus separately. So that is important. Suppose we are issuing the securities premium at the time of, say for example, first call. So very simple, that is a share first call account to debtor to share capital to securities premium. So these are the entries at the time of shares are issued at a premium or with a premium. Okay, so these are the entries we need to be fast. So generally, and one more thing is, can a company issue the shares at a discount? It is one more important point. So generally very clear as per section 53 of the Companies Act, no company can issue the shares at a discount except in case of sweat equity shares, or sometimes so the forfeited shares, the company issuing less than the face value of the share. So only in these two cases only company can issue the shares at a discount. Otherwise no company can issue the shares at a discount. Okay. So as per section 53 of the Companies Act 2013, very clear. So that is one more important point. Okay. So based on that and over subscription, under subscription also is there. So over subscription means what? So that means we issued 1 lakh shares, but the applications are came 1,20,000 applications came. So that means over subscription of shares means we received over and above the issued shares. So that is called over subscription. We issued only 1 lakh shares, but application is made by 1,20,000 peoples. So that excess 20,000 is the over subscription. Under subscription of shares means it's a reverse. So we issued 1 lakh shares, but we received only 80,000 shares applications. So that is under subscription. Okay, this is another point. But based on this, let me explain illustration number 4 and 5 also. Now, so illustration number 4 I am going to read. Power Limited invited applications for rupees 30,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So total 30,000 shares, 10 rupees face value. But this 10 rupees, how they are receiving? So payments were to be made as follows: 3 rupees an application. Out of 10 rupees, 3 rupees as an application money. Out of 10 rupees, 3 rupees an allotment. Out of 10 rupees, 2 rupees on first call. Out of 10 rupees, 2 rupees on final call. So total if you add application 3 rupees, allotment 3 rupees, 6 rupees plus 2 rupees first call, 8 rupees plus 2 rupees final call. So total 10 rupees we are receiving. Now all the shares were applied. You are required to prepare journal entries, ledger accounts and show how the share capital will be presented in the opening balance sheet of the company, assuming all the sums due on allotment and calls have been received. So that means entire how many shares we issued, entire or subscribed. Okay. So they are asking journal entries and accounts also, but based on the journal entries we need to prepare the accounts also. So but issue expenses amounted to 8,000, that is share issue expenses. Then 4,000 fully paid shares were also issued to promoters for their services. So that means we are issuing the shares to the promoters of the company for rendering their services. So now the journal entries. First application, we need to write a due entry. So first receipt entry, because along with the application we can receive the money now. So bank account data to share application account. So how many shares totally? 30,000 shares. So 30,000 shares into application money, how much? 3 rupees. So 30,000 into 3 rupees, that is 90,000. So then this share application money we need to transfer to share capital. So equity share application account data to equity share capital, 90,000, 90,000. Then share allotment. So equity share allotment account data to share capital. So 30,000 shares into 3 rupees, because allotment also 3 rupees. So again transfer entry. So bank account data to equity share allotment. Okay. That is allotment money is received. Okay. The next one, equity share first call. So equity share first call account data to equity share capital. So 30,000 shares into first call, how much? 2 rupees. So 30,000 into 2 rupees, that is 60,000, 60,000. So debit credit. So the next first call money received entry, bank account data to equity share first call account. So that is 30,000 into 2 rupees. Then final call due entry. So equity share final call account data to equity share capital. That is 30,000 shares into 2 rupees is the final call. So that is 60,000. So the next one is receipt entry. Bank account data to equity share capital. Okay, sorry, bank account data to equity share final call. Okay, so that is money received. Okay, so 60,000. But share issue expenses are 8,000. For that also we need to write an entry. So share issue expenses account data to bank. Then again we are issuing the 4,000 shares to the promoters of a company for rendering their services. So for that also we need to make an entry. Okay, so that is first incorporation cost. Okay, account data to equity share capital, that is 4,000 shares into 10 rupees, that is 40,000. But these share issue expenses and incorporation cost you can be transferred to statement of P&L. Okay, the transfer entries, because these are expenditure. So in statement of P&L we need to make a debit. So statement of P&L debtor to share issue expenses 8,000 to incorporation cost 40,000. So the total 48,000 we need to debit. That is a statement of P&L. This is a fourth sum. But next we are going to discuss another problem, that is illustration number 5. Spencer Points Limited was registered with an authorized capital of rupees 50 lakhs divided in 5 lakhs equity shares of rupees 10 each. So company issued 2 lakhs. Authorized capital is 5 lakhs shares, but issued capital is 2 lakhs equity shares at a premium of rupees 3 per share, payable as follows: rupees 4 on application, rupees 5 on allotment including premium. Premium is 3 rupees. So total 5 rupees at the time of allotment. In that 5 rupees we need to segregate. So premium amount is 3 rupees, but remaining 2 rupees is face value, relating to the face value of the share. So the next 4 rupees on application, 5 rupees on allotment including premium, then rupees 2 on first call, rupees 2 on second and final call. So all the shares were subscribed and all the money was duly received. Share issue expenses amounted to 75,000 rupees, which were fully written off against the securities premium. So prepare the necessary journal entries, bank account and opening balance sheet. So share is saying that share issue expenses you can be written off against the, so or from the securities premium. Okay, that entry also we need to pass. So the next one, first journal entries. First along with the application, that means first we can receive the application money. So bank account data to equity share application. So that is how much? So 2 lakhs equity shares into that is how much on the application money? 4 rupees. So 2 lakhs into 4 rupees, that is 8 lakhs. So transparent equity share application account data to equity share capital. The next allotment money due entry, equity share allotment account data to equity share capital to securities premium. So in that equity share capital we need to write 2 lakhs shares into 2 rupees. So then in securities premium 2 lakhs shares into 3 rupees, that is 6 lakhs. Okay, then next one is receipt entry, bank account data to equity share allotment 10 lakhs entire. So the next one first call due entry, equity share first call account data to equity share capital. So that is the 2 lakh shares into first call amount 2 rupees, that is 4 lakhs. 2 lakhs into 2 4 lakhs. Then money received, bank account data to equity share first call account. Then second call also is there, due entry, equity share second call account data to equity share capital. 2 lakhs shares into 2 rupees, that is also 4 lakhs. Then money received, so bank account data to equity share final call account. Okay, so 2 lakh shares into 2 rupees, that is 4 lakhs. The next one is share issue expenses also is there. So share issue expenses account data to bank 75,000. So the next one is this share issue expenses we are written off from the securities premium. So securities premium is a credit balance, we need to set off. So then we need to make a debit. So share securities premium account data to share issue expenses 75,000. Okay, so these are the entries. Okay, based on that we need to prepare the accounts also. So thank you.